on. We do have an email question of the night, and it's from James. So, we got hit head on and put me and my wife in the hospital. We've got thousands of dollars worth of bills. The boy who was driving the other car, his mama said she didn't give him permission to take the car, and so their insurance doesn't have to cover it. Is that right, James? James, that's a great question, because what mama has done now is created an issue of liability that even though insurance may not cover this because she did not give them permission, it is still her car and she's still the owner of this vehicle. So there could be some liability on her part. Now, you know, one of the things about hiring an attorney is you start getting in some more of the facts. And so even though this young man is driving his car and mother says, hey, I did not give him permission to drive this car, once you get her under oath, she totally may change that story and that narrative altogether when she understands that her son and herself may have serious liability now. And also, you know, you get into some of the questions of, have you loaned him the car in the past? Is this his first time driving this car? Was he covered under your insurance? And so, you know, trying to be real creative like this can sometimes create more problems than not. And so it would be really interesting to get them under oath and to get them, you know, to make some sworn statements and some testimony to really determine whether or not mom is really telling the truth or really whether the son is telling the truth. However, that being said, get an attorney. You're not going to be able to do this alone. You got a party on the other side who is just throwing up his hands and saying, hey, look, come get me if you want to. You know, I'm going to fight you all the way. You know, because there are cases in the past where someone says, you know, it's all my fault. Here's my insurance information. I made a mistake. So don't go at it alone. Don't try to do it yourself. Hire an attorney like a personal injury firm like ourselves that will take your case on a contingency fee basis. So the worst case scenario is if we get to discovery and we find out a lot of things just don't add up and there's nothing to go after, you don't owe us a dime because we took your case on a contingency fee and you don't have any out-of-pocket expenses. But get an attorney. Don't try to do it yourself, James. We're you know, I say this tongue-in-cheek a little bit. We're seasoned professionals, Doug. I mean, a lot of people, you know, say that loosely, but hire a professional, someone who understands the law and understands the dynamic.